Alrighty, everybody. Welcome in to episode 93 of the Kansas City Royals franchise. You know, we took a day off yesterday after the doubleheader of the Show Me series. In the last episode, and boy, did we show something in that series against the pretty bad Cardinals team. We're going to go to the draft first. The 2029 first-year player draft. I haven't really been focusing on this, and I'm going to say something that probably a GM should never say, and that is I am not prepared for the draft. I'm literally not prepared. All of my picks are kind of going to be a crapshoot. I have done scouting, but there's just... The farm system, this is a draft where the farm system just needs to be restocked. I'm not really looking for a super prospect. If we get one, great. But to be honest, this draft is kind of just refilling the farm system. We only have 2 prospects in the top 100 coming into this season. We do have 3 more prospects that are just outside of the top 100. So maybe next season we could have 5, but we need a little more than that. We have teams like the Rockies that have 9. I think it's the Reds have 9. The Cubs have 7. I believe the Guardians have 7. You know, we want to kind of get up there and have a good farm system. That's mostly what this draft is going to be about. I don't have a plan. I really don't. I do not have a plan on who we're going to pick. So this may be a very weird, if you can believe it, a weird draft. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you like franchise baseball. If you do, leave a like on the video if you're on YouTube, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Also live on Twitch, and you can follow me over there along with the same name, just Mr. Love, on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it Twitter because it rolls off the tongue easier for me. X makes it sound like a porn site. Anyway, so let's hop into this. I am a little bit behind the 8 ball tonight on start times, so let me switch over here. There we are. Got a couple of prospects on the board here. I'm not really going to go over them unless we select them. I believe we're picking 31st overall. I think it's 31st, but then we get what's that called, a compensatory pick? I don't really know what I'm looking for. Like I said, I just really don't know what I'm necessarily scouting for. I mean, I guess a second baseman, but let's just hop into this. We'll see what the draft order is here. And yeah, the draft is really random. I feel like I just don't get scouting right. But I don't want to watch those videos where, you know, everyone's like, oh, here's how to get a 99 generational talent in every draft. That's just not fun to me. So, looking at the board here, the Marlins, Cardinals, and White Sox will get the first 3 picks. A's and Rockies round out the 5. They were on 29th. I said 31st. That's obviously not right. There's our 31st pick right there. We do get a pick at 31. So we get 2 picks that are pretty back-to-back. Unfortunately, I'm not prepared enough for it. So, we'll see how it goes. With the Giants win the World Series, they'll get the 30th pick. Then we get a 63rd pick and a 69th pick. Nice. How funny would it be with the 69 overall pick be a generational talent? So here we go. Let's start the draft. Number 1 pick for the Florida Marlins in the overall draft will be, as expected, shortstop Miguel Cruz. I was kind of keeping my eye on this guy. He looks like he's going to be a really good player. Obviously, we're not getting him. So, Miami stocking up on some infield for Miguel Cruz. Number 2 overall in the draft, the St. Louis Cardinals will select Darryl Parker, starting pitcher. It seems like they choose a pitcher every year. Don't know anything about this guy. I scouted him a little bit. Obviously, he's being drafted a little high compared to his value. Who knows? Maybe our first pick overall, when it gets to 31, maybe we'll just we'll just wing it on our first pick. Number 3 overall, the White Sox will select Jack McGrath. Oh, that sucks. Jack McGrath, a first baseman. I looked at him. I did not scout him. But if his scouting is accurate, he is a Joey Gallo type hitter. He does not make contact except for hitting bombs. That's it. Now, his defense is bad. He looks like based on this horrible scouting that I've done, he looks like he's mostly just a power DH. So, definitely not our guy. Kind of a risk going with that pick at number 1, but that's not my pick. So, let's see here. Let me think just real quick, and then I'll skip forward here. I wouldn't mind drafting a starter in the first round. If this guy is here, he'll probably be our best option. I thought I had him in the draft queue, but you know, we're the Kansas City Royals. We got to pick a guy named Prince Weber, right? If he's here, he doesn't look that great. I'm going to be honest, he doesn't. But we just gotta see. Now, running fastball, slider, changeup out of Michigan. If not, this reliever. I may go this reliever. Who knows? He's fully scouted. I like his numbers. His attributes look solid. We'll see if they're actually relevant. But based on this, he seems like he may have a high velocity, high break type pitcher. So he may be our first pick if he's here. McGrath has a chin like has a chin like Gallo. That's nice. But yeah, other than that, man, I really don't have a plan. I'm just being honest. My original plan was a second baseman, but I don't know if it was me or what the deal was, but I did not find any good second baseman in this draft so far. So, I mean, there's solid ones, like Alden Kearns looks okay, but I just don't see him being. He's 23. I mean, I don't know what more you want. Jalen Frazier's 21. We kind of have a second baseman, but let me go ahead and skip to the pick. I'm sorry. I thought I did that. Skip. All right, so it looks like, of course, our pick is gone. Prince Weber went to the Astros. Thanks, man. So let's see who's here. So we're not going to go for a closer. This reliever looks solid. He's 19. Alex DaCosta. I'm going to add him to the draft queue. But to be honest, I kind of like Ricky Jarvis a little more. Have I reached for possible long-term teams as first pick? Maybe I'm not registering that question right. Have I ever picked first? Is that what you're asking? Yeah, I just don't see anything that stands out to me. William Haw is an okay pick, but I just don't see anything I like here. So we're just gonna go with what our first pick. I think we picked a reliever last time as our first pick, but we're gonna go. First overall pick is gonna be Richie Jarvis from Michigan. Teenagers for top pick. Oh, I have. Willie Cabral was a teenager when we drafted him, our very first pick. Demetrius Robertson, a reliever we drafted last year. He was a 19-year-old. Floyd Boovie was an 18-year-old when we drafted him. Have I ever reached even know? Based off the top of my mind, like top of my head, I think Floyd Boovie was a reach. And he's probably the best we've seen. So let's go ahead and draft Richie Jarvis. He'll be our number 1 pick. Well, you know, our first pick, not our number 1 pick. Now, the thing is, we pick immediately right after this. So we can go ahead and snatch this catcher up, even though he doesn't look great. But I would like to get a catcher. We're already back on the clock. But there's really nothing here. I mean, do you really buy these ratings, though? I don't buy those ratings. A switch hitting catcher is nice. I'm trying not to get switch hitters all the time, man, but it's just so hard when all they give you are switch hitters. And this guy's not even scouted. Now, he opted out of his doctor exam, which concerns me. We could go ahead and get our second base. He's 23, though. I don't want to get a 23-year-old. Dan Hood. I don't think anything about this guy screams. Could go ahead and get DaCosta. Could double down on relievers, but he might be there. If he's not, he's not. Let me look at second baseman. William Ha. Kind of scouted. I just don't know what to trust, man. I really don't. I mean, Alden Kearns is drafted. We could go ahead and just draft him, but he's 23. That's what I don't like. Dan Hood equals no good. You know what? Like I said, we're just kind of risking. I mean, I don't want to say this draft is a throwaway draft, but I really feel like I've messed it up this year. Let's go ahead and draft this catcher, Elijah Nolan. 6 foot, 217, 21 years old from Texas. He doesn't have a lot of interest, so that really... I have a feeling this is going to be a bust pick, but let's go ahead and draft him anyway. Because I could use... We already have 2 excellent catchers in our farm system, including Joe Meyer, who is our number 2 overall prospect in our organization. So we don't get to pick for quite a while. Starting pitching. Like, is there anyone on here that jumps off at me here? Like, just... I thought I saw a pitcher that had a screwball, but I guess he's not here. Someone might have gotten him. Taguchi. Okay. Ricky Penn, too low. Frank Cardenas, but he opted out. So. Well, this Mets and Brewers game is thrilling, isn't it? 0-0 in the 6th. Yeah, I just don't see any starters that I want. I would like to draft a starter, but I'll probably wait until the end. Yeah, we've got a lot of good catchers. I mean, Freddie Fermin after the last episode is probably going to have a career year. 67 to a 98 overall. Those are so far. Boy, we may be low on pitchers. We may have to draft a pitcher in our next round. Just to get somebody, you know? Jose Polito, David Aquino, Guerrero, but he's not scouted. And that's the thing. I didn't really spend a lot of time on pitchers. Hubert McCarthy. I like your name. Randall Blumenthal. That just sounds like a dominant pitcher, doesn't it? Not really. Okay. We've got our reliever. I'm not really too worried about a reliever now. Darryl Porter started in the 70s. Let me see here. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. I mean, maybe we could draft another catcher if we wanted to. I would really like a second baseman. I probably need to find a second baseman. God, I just don't like this. I don't like getting a 23-year-old that's not ready, you know. William Hall went to the Marlins. Okay, a lot of our guys are getting taken early. He's already got pretty good defense, though. 78 pick. We may take Dan Hood next. I think we may take him next. Because I don't... I'm sorry, I don't see anything here. I don't know if my scouts are just not scouting correctly, if I'm misusing them, or what. But... Looks like we're just going to have a crapshoot after this. David Aquino would be the closest thing to a starter. How much I hear naming catchers. Never heard of. Ricky Penn. Roger Espinoza. We don't need a shortstop, obviously. We really don't need a shortstop. Andy Paints back in the... .6'1", 177. That's a small dude. He is injured, though. I may have to get a brand new scouting team next year because I just am not impressed with anything that I see. This guy's going to have control problems, right? His walks per 9 is between 13 and 34. This dude's absolutely going to have control problems. I want to add him to the draft board. Yeah, I like I said, I just don't see anything. Oh, wow, we're up again. Okay. Clifford Emerson. We'll add him to the draft queue. We could go ahead and just get the shortstop. Or we could go ahead and get Kearns, even though he's 23 and he's already not great. His fielding is not good. His accuracy's not good. He's got some speed and stealing. He seems like he's honestly just going to be a base stealer guy. Do we go off the board here and go for Ricky Penn? Or another second baseman? Or do we just bite the bullet and go with Alden Kearns? He's going to be, I mean, he's projected to be an average hitter. Average fielder, base stealing's pretty good. I'm not going to go with him now, but I don't know, man. I don't know. 35 to a 51. I don't want a low guy like that anymore. Tired of drafting way too low. I may go Dan Hood, man. I don't know. I may go Dan Hood. It's scouted. Don't need any outfielders, really. We've got a pretty nice set of outfielders. This is such a mistake. Okay. $68 to an 80 potential, and he's 100% scouted. See, that just doesn't give me hope. You know? If you're 100% scouted, I need something more like that. 86 to 91. But he's not ready to be drafted yet. Yeah, no one really knows. I'll tell you what, let's go off the Enos hair. Wow. Your parents hated you. You got a forkball, though. Would you like to be struck out by a guy named Enos? Alright. Could go ahead and get this picture out of the way. He's not good, though. 82 to a 98. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. You know what? Let's go off the board here. Let's go ahead and get center fielder Milo Birch. 6'1", 195 from Texas. Let's go ahead and draft him. This dude looks angry. He looks very upset. I think the next draft, let's see, 69 overall. Nice. I just can't buy any. I keep telling myself to not buy into this. Because they're not scouted. Why are you buying into it? They're not scouted, man. Oh, I thought it said Dick Sullivan. I was like, wow, that's a name. I'm sure I'm passing up on some bangers here, but... Anthony Greer, but he's not scouted. Oh, God, we're already on the clock. Okay. See, I would be tempted for this guy, but he's injured, so his overall is going to be affected. Why is everyone opting out of their shit? Hubert McCarthy. All right. 103. When do we pick again? 107. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead and get Alden Kearns. At least his potential is close. What was that, Maddie? What's that guy? 98 top potential? David Aquino? Maybe? Bruno? Oh no, did we miss Bruno? Where is he? We don't talk about Bruno, no. Walter Bruno. He's injured, though. He's a catcher. He's got pretty good fielding, though. But he's injured, so I doubt he's going to be any good. 6'3", 224 from Germany. This is a big dude. Project to have a good arm strength. Oh, I don't know, man. I really don't know. We could go with this guy, but he's 23 already, and I hate that. He could still be around. Oh, Aquino? .5'11", 184 lefty. I don't really see anything that stands out about him. I'm going to keep him on the board, though. Let's just go ahead and get Dan Hood. Maybe we're making a mistake here, but who knows? Maybe we made a good pick. So, for our next pick, we are going to go Dan Hood, 6'3", 224 out of Germany. So, I need him to open his eyes, though. He just got drafted. Sorry for earlier, got angry for a second. Yeah, when you're a fan of you-know-who, I expect you to say things like that. I got you. Charlie Sargent. This dude looks like a monster. He also opted out. Everyone opted out of their deal, or the thing. Kirk Scott, I've got him slightly scouted. I don't think I need another reliever, though. I see you never answered my question, though. I said, what type of rocks do you want me to eat? And you didn't answer that question. We're going to go ahead and add Anthony Greer here, too. Okay, so if Kearns is still here, we're going to go Kearns, and then we're going to go Greer, if they're here. And then I'm going to try to draft this catcher, and then this pitcher. I doubt these guys are going to be here. The Twins took Andy Pate, who's hurt. Oh, the Reds had back-to-back picks. That's interesting. That must be nice. Big fan of the guy right here. Who? I don't know who that is. It's 9 o'clock. Got to get the show on the road. All right, let's go ahead and get to our next pick. And a lot of guys got taken. Holy smokes. All right. So, Bruno went to the Pirates. Anthony Greer went to the Phillies. Thanks, jerks. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and get this second baseman. I know he's 23. Round 3, our pick will be the 23-year-old, 6 foot, 212, out of Pennsylvania, Alden Kearns, who's a second baseman. I believe he was in the draft class last year. I believe he was. So, let's just go ahead and get him. Hopefully these screenshots are saving. If they're not, I'm going to be very upset. All right. And then we don't pick again until 137, and then 167, and 197. All right, we need to find some prospect, because this is to start to get the 10-second rule that they got going here. Dude, out of high school. John Beard. The dude doesn't have a beard, so that automatically makes me suspicious of him. How's this dude a 98? Crapshoot time. This dude's a 99. Well, I doubt he's going to be a 99. Come on. Oh, and that catcher's gone, too. Oh, okay. There goes Emerson. The dude's 21. There's no way he's going to be a good player. Dennis Whitfield. 22. Joey Wildman. Bernard Garlobo. 6'4", 237 out of Jamaica. That dude's absolutely going to be. Daryl Yastrzemski. I'm going to draft him anyway. Just because I like his mustache. So what? We got 3 picks left. Yeah, we got 3 picks left. One. Just taking guesses here. Is there anyone that stands out? I'm trying not to get switch hitters, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, probably too risky. Oh, looks like the Brewers got on the board. Jake Bowers. Andy Pike. He opted out of the exam. We'll save him for the last pick if he's still there. Third baseman. We got this guy kind of scouted, but he doesn't look very good. No. Anderson Wood. Ray Valentine. I don't even know why I'm looking. because these things kind of don't matter right now. This dude has secondary positions at the wahoo. He's probably not going to be a good guy. Avery Flores. There's Carlos Flores. He's a third baseman. Is that what you saw? Oh, no. Avery Flores. Okay. Yeah, still a third baseman. Think we should add him? I really don't need any outfielders. There's only one starter left. And he is not worth a darn. Everyone's hurt. I might go Prado here. I want to go Daryl Yastrzemski, man. Okay, maybe not really. Oh, boy. Okay, we got a minute. This dude's a big boy, too, man. I'll tell you what, it's not going to be a sexy pick. Oh, you know what? It's probably not going to be a good pick at all. Let's go. He's only 19. Let's take a risk on shortstop Joe Prado. 5'7", 170 out of the Netherlands. So he's pretty much the height of Alan Dobbins, pretty much. So, oh, the Brewers score again. Jesus. Hopefully that's saved. All right, well, you pick again in 67. Let's go ahead and sim. All right, Flores, Pike. Who's left? This pitcher is still here. Brendan Harden? Dan Saccone. Don't need a left fielder. Don't need a right fielder. Oh, man. Robert Francisco. No, no, no. Okay. I don't know who to take, man. Let's go ahead and take this pitcher here. Oh. Ooh, there we go. Derek McCauley. Not going to lie. Panicked. But. Fun fact. My old boss's name used to be Derek McCauley. Just a fun fact. All right, we got one more pick left. So let's have some guys scouted and ready to go here. I mean, maybe Dave Rogers, but he is not going to be anything. Like, he's not. I'm sorry. He's just not going to be anything. This series will probably be over before he even hits. Why are you showing Houston and Detroit? They're not playing anymore. I don't need a left fielder, though. That's the thing. Frank Ramirez. Switch hitting first baseman out of the Dominican Republic. Man, the last time we had one of them turned out pretty well for us, if you ask me. We haven't drafted a first baseman yet. It's okay, he just went. I want to go Frank Ramirez if he's here. Scene. I doubt any of these guys are going to be here. Whoop. Let's send them to the pick. Yep, they're gone. Okay. Well. This dude's a 17 to a 51. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is it. Rick Villa. Or no, he's from California, Villa. So we got to choose from a left fielder, a catcher, a left fielder. Well, I don't need a left fielder. I'll go ahead and tell you that. Oh, 6'3", 34, 480. This dude's going to be a bust. This dude's going to be a bust. This dude's going to be a bust, but we're going to choose him. Robert Francisco will be our last pick. All right, that's our draft. That is our draft. I don't think it was a good draft. I'll be happy if we had one person that was an A or a B potential. But I'm going to go ahead and just scroll through these. If you want to see where your team picked, you know, you can pause on the replay. I'm not going to lie, man. I really don't feel good about any of these picks, except for maybe the reliever we drafted. But yeah, no, I don't feel good. All right, so this is the last game before the All-Star break. We are getting such a late start on this. I doubt we're going to finish this, but we're going to do our best. Asa Lacy will be on the bump for us tonight. So we take on the Red Sox. We are going to make it overcast so we can actually see. Benny got a cold streak, but that's okay. Freddie Fermina's hot, dude. He is hot. Torres says he's cold, but you know what? He'll be just fine. Ruiz is in center, and he's hot. We're going to keep Ruiz in. Cabral's hot. We're going to keep him in. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's true. Okay, hold on. That's true. We could give Vinny the day off. Let's give Vinny the day off. I know. Has he played every game? Actually, no, we're not going to do that. Here's what we'll do. We'll put Bobby back at short. We'll take Torres out, and we'll put Callahan in. Here we go. You have a wild game? Boy, I love how I'm just not allowed to watch playoff games. It's not allowed.
Live from the venerable grounds of Fenway Park in Boston,
if this game gets out of hand like it did in last episode, we'll probably sim through it.
It's the Kansas City Royals and the Boston Red Sox.
I'm just going to give up on this game because I'm not allowed to watch anything.
Today's draft day, Singy, an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams.
Boog, what's changed in baseball is that draft picks are.
Yeah, they talk about the draft. You know, our draft was okay.
They're going to be tracked every step of the way, and they're going to be expected to have an impact. So for teams, they have to get it right because there's nowhere to hide in terms of what.
You never know, right? I don't mind see potential players though. I really don't. Some people are like, "Ew, see potentials," and I'm like, see potentials are all right.
Coming up on the first pitch and towing the slab in this one, Johnny Pinheiro. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he's been given
all right, Johnny Pinheiro taking the mound for the BoSox. 5-10 on the year, record or an ERA over 5.
So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss.
And this offense has been really good the last couple episodes. We're going to see if we can keep it up. Getting underway here in Boston. Boston has fallen out of the wild card and the division and all that stuff. As we look at Johnny Pinheiro, 26 years old, 83 overall. He's got some velo. 4-seam, 2-seam, changeup, slider, curve kind of guy. Second-year starter. Hasn't been that great. And I'm not purposely trying to play bad teams. It's just how it's turned out.
He really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Bobby Witt, ground ball right to the shortstop. He's just going to get called out.
And Witt is out.
One down.
And here now, the lineup for the Royals. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Willie Cabral.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of.
So I know 100% that Michael Garcia will be back by the next episode.
About him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Which will probably be August 1st will be our next episode. So that's through the All-Star break because I'm not really interested in the All-Star game. We don't have anyone in the Derby. I know we do have some All-Star players, but not a lot. Maybe 2.
Kicks and fires.
What a play. Rise is robbed of a hit, and that's Isaac Paredes, and apparently he's going to hurt himself on the play. But he will be removed. Nothing serious, but he will be removed. So Cedane Rafaela will take over. That's a break.
2 outs, base is empty. And to the plate for Kansas City, Alan Dobbins.
All right, let's call time here.
Time asked for at the plate.
Check out the defense for the Red Sox. Azokar, Duran, and Dallas Hayward in the outfield. Rafaela taking over for Paredes. Mickey Romero at short. Vaughn Grissom at second. Aaron Sabato at first. Alejandro Kirk behind the plate. Whoever's DHing is DHing. That would be Kevin Alcantara for backing up their starter, Johnny Pinheiro. Excuse me as I swing at a bad pitch.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
Still don't understand how I missed that pitch in that location. I mean, sure, I might be early, but... Downstairs, 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in a 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That ball's inside. 2-2. Parker Meadows, part of the Guardians? Woo! A little early. Dobbins going to rip that one out, but foul.
2 outs, base is empty.
That's a good pitch. Thought that was going to be down below, but Dobbins caught looking. Nice 1-2-3 for Pinheiro. Red Sox coming to bat against Asa Lacy. There's our boy Asa. He's been good this year, man. He's done a lot better than he did last year. He's over the sophomore slump, 8-3 on the year, ERA 3.4. He's got exactly 100 strikeouts and 104 innings.
He's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job.
Hopefully he can give us a good outing here tonight.
The baseball, but for some reason he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook.
Dallas Hayward leading it off.
Situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Dallas Hayward in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Ooh, the Rangers acquire Tyler Callahan from the Reds. So we do have a trade that happened.
Features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a slider.
Not exactly a big deal. The Rangers are probably one of the best teams in baseball, though. So I don't know if they acquired Callahan because of an injury or if they are just stacking up.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back at a
I've been on the fence about acquiring a starter. But then again, I just...
the pitch.
Backhanded by Callahan. He'll throw out Dallas Hayward, one down. I give up on this screen here.
The lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Chris, this is an offensive
Duran
on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because.
All right, there's Duran hitting 282.
Defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases
I'm sorry,
hard,
262.
it adds
My bad.
another element to their game.
10 homers, 42 RBIs. Take a look at Asa Lacy, 29 years old, 79 overall player, 8-3 on the year. ERA 3.4, 100 strikeouts to 104 innings pitched. Fastball, curve, slider, and change. Fastball, curve, heavy. We have been using the slider a lot more. And the changeup is a pitch we'll probably rarely use with him.
One down, base is empty.
We'll see how Freddie calls the game behind the plate. Right on cue, he is calling for the changeup.
They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards.
Good call.
There's an advantage to having some hitters in your lineup that make contact.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Duran.
Left-hand hitter waits.
And that slider's going to sink in the center. And he will get caught looking. First strikeout of the night for Lacy.
Vaughn Grissom up next for the Red Sox. 2 for 8 in the series.
Here comes Vaughn Grissom, former Atlanta Brave. I think he was involved in the Chris Sale trade, right?
And a pitch.
1-1.
The corner for a strike, and now it's even 1-1.
You hate Madden defense? Are you playing your game, Brian? I got you pulled up. I don't think you are you?
The pitch.
Slider leaning in there. Attaboy, that was a good run. Is that DeAndre Swift? Is that how you say his name?
Gets a piece, and it stays alive.
Madden rigged so hard, yeah. Yep, I don't feel like being dominated by a CPU like Madden.
2 outs.
Attaboy.
Misses.
Lacy. Back-to-back strikeouts in the first.
Nothing doing for Boston.
Nothing after one. And there you go. You Bears got a touchdown.
All set for the start of the inning. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino.
All right, here's Vinny.
And a pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
It's a little hard to watch the Royals right now.
Years old, a former first-round pick back in 2025.
Yeah. Just remember, don't be mad at the Royals because the team didn't hit.
Under this one.
I mean, both of the games were close. It's not like the Royals blew the Marlins out, or the the Orioles out.
Freddie Fermin steps in for the Royals.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Reminds me of the that wild card game between the Cubs and Rockies. What was it, 2019 or something like that? Where the Cubs just should have won that game and just didn't.
0-1 down.
Because their hitting fell very flat. That's been the Cubs most of the year. A team that should be performing better than what they did, and they just didn't do
trying to
it.
stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That one misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
One and 2 to Freddie. And Freddie gets a hold of one. Deep left field. Look it up. And Freddie stays freaking hot. 1-0 Kansas City off of his 14th home run of the year. Freddie freaking Fermin, baby. The ripe young age of 31 is having a career year.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well,
that ball was hit hard.
Today, the conditions were right. He got just enough.
Just like that, 1-0.
Really helped that thing carry.
Beautiful.
The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Did not expect Freddie Fermin to be
strikeout guy, but still very effective.
Didn't expect him to be as good as he is this year.
It involves the defense and really gets him involved in the action.
Good call by you guys. Everyone out there, you guys convinced me to keep him. Signed him to a 3-year deal.
Velocity, and because of that, he gets the weak contact. It's all about missing the barrel of the bat.
Fastball for a
Got it in, called strike.
It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
1 and 2 to Drew Waters.
Exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see him, because if you're just looking at a stat sheet, you might overlook him.
Next pitch
He
is
got 59
outside.
overall. Is that what Jordan Love is? Pitch inside, Drew Waters. Take your base, sir. Good at bat. Man.
Man at first with 1 gone. Willie.
All right, here's Willie Cabral.
For the Royals. 3 for 9 of the series coming in.
Bad pitch, Chase, 0-1. Yeah, I'm starting to think ratings in video games just really don't matter. Probably the only sports game where ratings matter is probably NASCAR. And Formula 1. Slowly tapped. Could be tough to turn 2 here, but they will. Good stretch over there at first base. And we will get doubled up. But Freddie Fermin strikes. Send one over the monster, making it 1-0 Kansas City.
And we're back.
I gotta check. Hold on. Okay.
Zidane Rafaela.
The third baseman today, Rafaela.
The wind of the pitch.
Strike 1.
It's in there, and that is strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice.
Well, that's not
job.
Summerskill behind the plate, but he has got a Summerskill zone. Who is that? Oops. Oh, of course it is. Okay. All right. Of course it's Rusty Valentine. All right. I should know better than this. All right. Prepare for the zone to shift a lot.
And a foul ball.
Good old Rusty Valentine behind the plate. Let me find... Where did my thing go? There it is. Need you over here, please. There you go. All right. 0-2 to Rafaela, who took over for Paredes, who got hurt in the first inning. And that is going to go in the right center field. Waters will not be able to cut that off.
Around first, heading for 2.
And he is going to stop at second. Leadoff double by Sedan Rafaela. Sedan? Sedane? Look at this guy. Good hit. Been hanging the slider. May have to stop throwing the slider.
Still stepping in for Boston, Alejandro Kirk.
Here comes Alejandro Kirk.
Fouled off. He was late.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ooh, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that.
I mean, that looked like a
pitchers
ball,
we see
so
today who like to work
don't know what the
down,
problem is there.
Trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yeah,
2-1 to Kirk.
Next pitch is outside. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue, you better learn his name.
Kirk fouls it off. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Professional player and even a major league.
I believe we come in at a game back of the Guardians still. Led by Ronald Acuna. Fly ball left center. Dobbins running after it. And he'll get it. Rafaela going to third to throw. And he is out. That was not a well-advised move. Dobbins saying, no, sir. He was not falling asleep out there. Good throw and good tag by Callahan. And the Red Sox run themselves into an out. He will take that.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
That is just not recommended, man. I mean, I know he was going the other way, but you have 77 speed, and I mean, Dobbins has an okay arm. So, as long as I don't mess up the accuracy, he was going to be gunned out. 0-2 to Sabato. There's the defense for the Royals, the same that you've seen it for a couple episodes from now. Dobbins, Ruiz, and Waters in the outfield. Callahan getting the start at third. Bobby Witt at short. Cabral at second. Luis Ariz at first. Slinging Freddie Fermin behind the plate. And we have Vinny Pasquantino DHing in support of their pitcher, Asa Lacey.
Next offering misses.
No, I did not have a stroke there.
Knocks that one away.
I will foul that one off. What do you want? You want another fastball?
The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
If anyone is out there, is the stream quality okay?
The pitch. That one just missed.
I just missed.
It's a good take.
2-2.
The Royals up by a run here in the third and final game of the series.
Bobby Witt. Nice range. Nice throw. Nice out. Lacey gets some help from his defense. Keeps the Red Sox off the board. 1-0 KC after 2.
And the Red Sox nothing. New inning getting started. So up now for Kansas City, Austin Callahan. Pinheiro back to work.
Here's Callahan.
Get him to chase on the changeup that time. Ground ball right side.
Almost caught the first baseman napping. Sabato will step on the bag. Callahan is out.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Yuri Ruiz.
People make no sense. Whew. Here's Ruiz.
One out, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, even though he's hitting only 244, I feel like Ruiz is just hitting better than that.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
What, am I just ahead of that one or what? Where's my mouse? Okay. 1 and 2.
The 1-2.
Wow. Four-seamer up and in. Ruiz will swing under it. That strikeout is going to be so annoying.
And here is Bobby Witt Jr. Grounded out to short.
Well, it makes no darn sense.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
Life is okay. I found out today that I'm going to have a root canal done, and I've never had one done before. So that sucks. Slowly taps, and the Royals will go down 1-2-3. Other than that, though, life is fine.
So they go quietly there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
I think I know what it's about.
Royals 1 and the Red Sox nothing.
I think I know what it's about.
Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for Boston, Jose Azocar. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases.
Here's Azocar.
Why the kick the pitch?
Swings at it right field. Waters giving it a look. And, of course, he won't jump for it because the jump button doesn't work. Love that.
And he did.
0-2. How many stolen bases does he have? Okay. Yeah, I'll say he's going to have a career high in stolen bases. 10.
The wind of the pitch.
Atta baby, good slider.
And that's the first out.
Backwards K, third strikeout.
Now here's the Red Sox DH, Kevin Alcantara.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Hits in each
Here's
of the last
Alcantara.
6 games.
Fastball for a strike.
Telling you, man, I feel good about our rotation. It's just I worry that if we have another injury, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Next offer is in for a strike.
Plus, Boone, he's been doing a great job of getting hits. Just look at his batting average over the last week plus.
0-2, Freddie Fermin wants the fastball.
The lefty fires.
Popped him up.
This one popped up.
Cabral, who wants it?
In position.
Cabral will call off a rise.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. And pretty good timing.
2 down.
Just got underneath a little bit and popped it up.
The batter will be the shortstop.
I think each one has a level of crazy. Fly ball left field. Dobbins not going to catch that one.
And it falls. And that
But he will hold
extends the
Mickey
inning.
Romero to a single.
Now it's the right fielder, Dallas Hayward. Grounded out his first time up.
If I could say this, then I'll be fair. Every woman has a level of crazy, and every male has a level of bad decision making.
Strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
That's what I think. Can I back that up with scientific evidence? No, I cannot.
The 0-1.
Outside, 1-1 to Hayward. Hey, baby, good pitch. 1-2.
This is 1-2.
That thing just absolutely breaks.
Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
One and two. Want the slider.
2 outs.
And he's going to get the slider.
Shoots a line drive single into right
And he's
center.
going to hit that through the right side. Red Sox back-to-back hits.
Lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that.
Found something I thought I got rid of a long time ago.
Most hitters.
So first and second.
A better way to not hurt your shoulder.
Batting Jaron Duran. He's 0 for 1.
That ball tattooed.
That one is
That is not going to be caught by Waters. And that's going to go over the wall. This game is tied. Duran Duran.
as a run.
RBI double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
I should know better than throw that up there to him.
Good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want.
That's not where I wanted that ball game.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman, Vaughn Grissom.
Next is the engagement ring.
And it's 0-1.
Oh, you can get rid of it now.
Second and third, 2 down.
Red Sox tied it up here in the third.
Good eye on that spot.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
2 on, 2 outs.
Ground ball. Cabral.
That one handled.
Nice little 360 spin.
That ends
We'll
the
retire
inning.
the side.
They limit the damage. 2 men left stranded,
Sox
but
tied
they
up
push
1-1
across
as we go to the fourth.
3 innings complete. All tied 1-1.
What to a pawn shop? Attaboy. That's a flex right there, right? Sell the ring and then take her out on a date.
Luis
Take her on some
Arias.
kind of date with it. The money you get from it.
And here it comes. Swing
That's a
and
flex.
tackle that rolls foul.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on,
Like, man, your
they're
ex's
more
ring is
disciplined.
worth nothing
They're
more
chasing
than an
a lot
ice
of
cream
pitches
cone.
outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn
Rise
that
rips
around
it
and
foul.
stay
We are
within the
very
zone?
aggressive. I need to
We'll
stop
see,
being
but I
aggressive.
think they have to.
Left-hand batter waits.
1-2.
1-2.
Arise. Hits that pretty hard to right. Looks like that will stay in the yard, though. One down.
Calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Alan Dobbins. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
What, Dobbins and changeups just don't go good together.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4.
Neither does that.
After that one.
Really 0-2 to Dobbins.
Release play. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both
Attaboy.
locations.
Just take it up the middle.
Through,
Hanging changeups, take it up the middle, buddy.
so they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I did, yeah.
Not exactly what he
I had no idea that that was the song. Like, I've heard the Judgment Day song,
hits up the middle.
but I didn't think that was it until I just heard something this morning.
Speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
One gone, runner at first. So here's the Royals DH. Vinny Pasquantino.
All right, here's Vinny.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. 1-0.
A little bit of cold streak.
Dobbins.
We talking on contract negotiations with Vinny Pasquantino between episodes. I will let you guys know. You can follow me on Twitter to find out the first info always comes out on Twitter. So if we re-sign anybody,
Pinheiro.
you'll know on there first.
Dobbins back in standing.
Oh, Jelly Roll? I did not listen to it. I am not a Jelly Roll fan.
And the right-hander deals.
I'll listen to it, but I just didn't listen to it.
That one to first. Here's one.
Wow, what a double play. Dobbins, you got to run that out, buddy.
Just like that.
You got to run that out.
No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning
That's a
number
double play, and we are
tied 1-1.
wasting opportunities here. Bottom fourth we go, tied at 1.
Back inside Fenway Park, John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you.
I don't think Jelly Roll's a bad guy. His music just doesn't appeal to me. But for you, I will listen to that song tomorrow morning.
Here comes a pitch.
Ground ball, arise. Make sure it didn't bounce off the bag. Step on the bag. 1 pitch, 1 out.
And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the
Oh,
air.
Brian, the Packers are coming back. Good Lord, 56-53. Jesus Christ.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Someone play some defense.
First
Here's
pitch
Kirk.
Just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Kicks and deals.
Whoa, where did that go?
That's off the inside.
Pitch release was good, and yet it went all the way across the plate. Okay, interesting. Maybe that's the control rating on that pitch, is where that comes in.
And that's a strike. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the fourth.
2-1 to Kirk.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2-2.
Would like the song. Okay, I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it on my way to work in the morning.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Kirk.
One down, base is empty.
And we're going to get him with the bender.
Now 2 out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch.
Fourth strikeout of the night for Lacey.
How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a call.
Did I catch any of NXT? I did not. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Before you recognize the pitch, and right there,
I don't have anything to watch NXT on. That's
And now the first baseman, Aaron Sabato. That one finds the zone. 1-1.
Well, he's looking
I don't have
great
any
so
kind of
far.
TV.
It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the third and final game of the series.
wow.
Gets the call.
Nice to see Shawn Michaels still
Quickly into an
in the
0-2
business.
count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to
There's
chase
the 0-2 to Sabato.
if you look down in that area.
Well, that changeup is just
There's a
awful.
swing and a drive.
That's going into right center.
Now he turns and heads for second.
He's going to go for 2. Here's the throw by Cabral, and they're going to get him at second base.
Down, and that ends
Nice
the inning.
play by Waters.
Tied at 1.
Good throw to Cabral. I don't know how we got him, but we did. Looks like we just tagged him on the little tippy toe fingers there. We did. I didn't know the guy was that slow. Holy smokes.
Back now at Fenway. Ready
Another
now for the
outfield
fifth
assist in the game. Is this dude really that slow? That really amazes me that we got him. I mean, if he just would have put his hand down. You don't have the CW? That's a network channel. I don't have TV. I don't have any kind of cable. Like, nothing. Ooh, I think we got a break there. He looks safe. His finger's touching the base right there. Ooh, I think he was safe.
Here is Freddie Fermin. The right-hander back to work.
Here's Freddie.
It's 0-1. Fermin goes 5 feet 9 inches. 33 years old.
I'd be threatening the dashboard. Yeah. Absolutely would have been.
Scored 9 times in the last 10 games. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
You're not wrong.
The wind of the pitch.
Good pitch. Fermin strikes out.
And there's one away.
Third strikeout for Johnny.
The plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something.
That's really cool that, you know, someone that you idolize is now your boss.
You're not able to cover that outside part of the plate, so clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Drew Waters stands in. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
Wow.
Close one. Doesn't
Boy,
get
Rusty
the
Valentine is, he's quite a guy. The only reason that Eric Summerskill is a lot worse than him is that Rusty usually misses just down in the zone. Summerskill misses everywhere.
They got it for out number
Literally
2.
everywhere.
Now back. Second baseman.
Willie Cabral digs in now. He's 0 for 1.
So 2 quick outs. Johnny Pinheiro is locking it in.
Breaking ball inside. Ball 1.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
So 2 balls and no
2-0 to
strikes.
Willie Cabral. Gotta make contact with that, man.
That's strike 1.
Well, he went
2 and
inside
1.
a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Good Lord, man.
He's a swing and a miss.
Well, you can't
This
really
guy's
blame
got
the
stuff.
for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Just missing there. 3 and 2.
This guy's got some stuff, apparently. He's 26. I mean, to be fair, his stats don't look awful. It's just, man. This guy looks familiar, though. And I don't know where he looks familiar from.
Really good takes.
Full
Especially
count.
2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on.
And he will hit that right center field.
Out towards right center
And
field.
Duran will
Duran
catch it. And once again, the Royals stifle.
Grab.
Offense not here.
All even, 1 apiece.
May have used it all in the last episode. Bottom 5 we go. Tied up at 1.
Back here at Fenway, ready to go. for the
Old
last
Brian,
one.
you got to score.
Stepping in is the speedy Jose Azocar.
Wow. Packers pushed you in.
The pitch. That's a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Red Sox, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient.
Oh,
Did that hit him?
and he's
Really?
gonna hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Kevin Alcantara.
I love the good pitch release, and yet the pitch still just doesn't go where you want it. I haven't understood. The only reason I don't say that doesn't matter is because there is each pitch has a pitch control, pitch break, and pitch velocity. Wow, okay, that did get him. And maybe his control is just not good on his changeup.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Now, he has stolen some bases over there at first. And that is a back-to-back hits for the Red Sox.
Get quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Mets looking to close out the wild card round. Did the Mets come back? The last I checked, it was 2-0 Brewers in the 8th. Did they come back?
Right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game.
Oh, come on, Brewers. You guys talk so much crap in the regular season.
Here's the shortstop at the plate.
Wow, 4-2 Mets? Unbelievable. I have a feeling I won't get to watch it because this thing sucks. I'm going to have to call my internet provider because they have been god-awful recently. Alright. First and second, nobody out for the Red Sox. Asa Lacy in a jam.
No ball. 1 strike.
It's Mikey Romero. I've been saying Ricky this whole time. It's Mikey Romero.
Kicks and fires. Tapped at the plate, but it's
Strikeout would be good here. There comes pitch 60 from Asa Lacy.
And the pitch.
And that is way outside. 1-0. Or I'm sorry, 1-2.
The pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number
Blazovic
5.
is not available. Crawford is, and I don't know why Thompson is in the long relief role. He shouldn't be there in the long relief role. One and two. Swing and a miss. Mikey Romero strikes out. One down.
So up next, Dallas Hayward, 1 for 2.
At the dish,
Back to the top of the lineup, and Dallas Hayward
but the inning double play, Booth.
helps us out on that one, 0-1.
And that's out of play.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Outside.
Way outside. I got it pulled up now. As long as the stream thing will let me do it, I'll have the game pulled up. Don't count the Brewers out yet. Popped him up. For me, camping under it. 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up.
David Peterson, huh?
And now the center fielder, Jarren Duran.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher.
All right, here's Duran.
I want to stay square to the plate.
He's already got 1 RBI tonight.
The shortstop's head.
Ball 1 there.
Outside. 1-0. Attaboy. That's where I wanted that pitch. Right there. 1-1. Good pitch. And it's buffering. Cool. Ground ball. Foul.
And it goes just foul.
Down to their final strike here in the 5th inning. Red Sox, first and second, nobody out. Now it's first and second with 2 down. Here's the 1-2. He struck him out. Asa Lacy, calm as a cucumber. Or cool as a cucumber, whatever it is. How about a strikeout, fly out, or sorry, strikeout, pop out, strikeout. Attaboy.
And we're back here
Got to think that may have changed the momentum a little bit. Let's get somebody warming up. Because Lacey may be close to done.
Pinheiro back to work.
So here's Callahan. Well, I would love to watch the game, Amish. The thing is just fucking buffering, and it's annoying. It's honestly making me upset. I have it on the lowest setting. At least my stream's working fine, and that's cool. I'm okay with that. Oh, I just tuned into that. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Way to go, Brewers. You guys talked a lot of crap, but of course, when you make the playoffs, you can't do anything. Callahan hits that hard right to Romero. One down.
And a quick out, number 1.
Well, congratulations, Mets. The Mets are absolutely going to get crushed by the...
Yuri Ruiz now at the plate. Ruiz.
They're absolutely going to get crushed by the Phillies, but...
pitching this season, as might be expected.
Up the middle, slowly hits. Why are we not running these balls out, guys? Where is the hustle? Where is the hustle, my guy? That ball was hit kind of slow. And you were out by 2 feet. 2 down.
Any slower, and those wheels burning down the first baseline are going to turn that into an infield hit.
And it's fouled away.
Oh, no, I got you. I'm sorry. Oh, man, I love... I can make fun of Brewers fans now. I'm sorry, I can.
Strike 2.
The Brewers have always had, like, cocky energy the whole year. But just like the last time they made the playoffs, can't do nothing. Can't do anything.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Pitch, 2-2.
2-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when
Brian, appreciate the raid, man. Thank you, sir.
For him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher...
Oh my God! I struck out again.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
Boy, this low overall pitcher is taking me to the woodshed. Tied 1-1. Bottom 6 we go. At least in a blowout. Last couple episodes have been blowouts, so we're gonna let Lacey pitch to Grissom here. Strike 1. Oh, the White Sox, yeah. I said it on Twitter like earlier this year against a White Sox fan. I was like, you guys have no room to insult the Cubs. No room. Like, yes, the Cubs underperformed. I will tell you that. They really underperformed. They shot themselves in the foot so many times this year. Part of me was happy the Cubs didn't make the playoffs. But the White Sox were just trash, man. Garbage heap.
And down the lefty. And that's downstairs and outside.
0-2 curve right there.
It's like, what is baseball?
Good job of just showing that.
Are we supposed to play baseball?
The wind of the pitch.
Slider inside, 2-2.
That's ball 2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane roll. You're better off taking that pitch.
Ground ball, Callahan.
Now the throw to first
They'll
on the
throw out Grissom.
and that's one out out as they get the leadoff hitter in the
One down.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing. Looks like he didn't get pitch recognition. Tried to slow his back down just to make contact.
Upspin in the offseason. I'll believe it when I see it.
Instead of making weak contact and putting it in play, have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
See, here's the thing, though, and I'm going to sound like a hypocrite here. I can't exactly get too mad at Jed because he did spend money in the offseason last year. He extended Ian Happ. He extended Nico Horner. They got Dansby Swanson. They got Imanaga. They got players. They just didn't perform. What do they need this year? You know, I think they should, if possible, go find an actual established closer. But, I mean, if Cody Bellinger opts out of his deal, then, you know, that's going to be a whole different hole you need to fill. But, no, I mean, it's not that it doesn't give me hope. It's just that I need to see it happen. Like, for example, the Cubs are not going to get Juan Soto. If they do, I will be... I don't even think there's going to be a word for how surprised I'll be. Good pitch. Gets Rafaela.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
So here's Kirk. But no, I think what the Cubs need to do next year, as Ruiz charging after this one, he'll grab it. Suzuki needs to DH. He hits, if I remember correctly, Suzuki hit a lot better as a DH than he did when he played the outfield and hit. He did a lot better. Like, everything was higher. His average, his OPS, his slugging, everything was up. So Suzuki needs to be the DH next year. Bellinger stays. You could put him in center or right field. Sorry, right field. Leave Pete Crow Armstrong in center. Ian Happ in left. I just don't know what the Cubs are going to do in the offseason. You know, they do need a starter. They do need some bullpen guys. Position-wise, I mean, maybe a catcher. But other than that, I mean, it's not a bad group they have.
And here it comes.
As a Rise is going to swing at the first pitch. Jorge Lopez coming in, by the way.
Everything came together for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get.
If the Cubs get Soto, dude, I will be... If the Cubs get Soto, I will never complain about Jed not spending money. I mean, I know that's not a big deal, but...
Go ahead, run on base. And now here is Alan Dobbins. And that's in the dirt.
But they're not going to get Soto. It took a long time for Jed and Ricketts to funnel out money for Happ and Horner.
Go ahead, run
You know,
You're the top half of inning number 7.
and they shelled out money for Swanson. They shelled out money for Imanaga, Tyone. I just don't see it happening. Dobbins, right field. Tell me you haven't seen this one before. We get the lead. Alan Dobbins. That's a Kansas City Slammer here in downtown Boston. 3-1. Number 19 on the year for the Short King. Short guy, big power, man. Attaboy. What if the Cubs get Burns? I'm not going to be happy about it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I don't want the Cubs to get Burns. I don't. Pasquantino swings the first pitch, and that ball is going to be dropped by the first baseman. And Pasquantino almost got tagged out there. That's going to be an error on Rafaela. And here's Freddie.
And here's the catcher, Freddie Fermin. He launched a solo shot back in the second.
The Cubs have a front end starter. They've got Imanaga. They've got Justin Steele. They don't need Corbin Burns. They need a middle rotation guy. Take that money and invest into a more, I don't want to say more established because Burns is pretty established, but a more established bullpen guy. You know. Attaboy for me, and that's going to be smoked to right field. First and second, nobody out.
First and second now with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is.
I'm telling you, dude, Freddie Fermin is a monster.
Really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full
he is a
speed,
monster.
everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So
We're going to bring in another pitcher, Miguel Castro, in from the pen. Hey, you know, if the Cubs do get Corbin Burns, I'm not going to complain about it, but I hope they don't get him. That's just my very amateur opinion. Very amateur opinion. Here's Drew Waters. He's 0 for 1. Had a walk. Yeah, you were the first one to say that, though. Cubs get Burns. Do you think there's a chance that Burns stays in Baltimore? Popped him up.
Puts it in the air out towards left center.
Boy, hanging changeup. You're going to pop it up? Oof.
He makes the grab, and there's one down.
That's going to be a big deal if they don't sign him, if you think about it, right?
Next up for the Royals, Willie.
I could set them back. What's up, Frog? What's going on, dude? Inside 1-0. Haven't made it to the playoffs yet. Only in July. That's a ground ball. That's a nice play by Rafaela. And Cabral is just not running these out, man. He is not running these out.
Two-run shot for the Royals this inning. And this is now a 3-1 ball game.
No chance in hell.
Major League Baseball is on the show.
You don't think so? So what could the Orioles rotation look like without Burns?
Back in Boston, bottom of the
Real life Royals are in playoff stuff. Dude, I'm telling you, man, I don't know who to root for in the American League side. I can't root for the Guardians because that's what Brian would want me to do. I'm stuck between the Tigers and the Royals, man.
As the lefty gets to work.
Like, I want to root for the Royals because that's who I'm playing with in the show this year. But, jeez, dude, the Tigers and their payroll. It's they shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be there. And holy crap, they're there. And they made the Astros look like minor leaguers. You know? Yeah, put back in charge. Rooting for the Tigers. Yeah, I mean, look. The Tigers absolutely deserve it, right? Is it safe to call them the Cinderella team? I think that's fair to say, but way inside 2-2.
Another ball.
Rotation next year, friend. I have to root for the Royals. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I will be on the Royals bandwagon.
The pitch.
That's foul ball.
The other way, and that's just foul.
Okay, okay. I'll root for the Royals. I'll be on the Royals side.
Here's the 2-2.
That's probably a permanent death spiral for the Royals now that I'm rooting for them, but
The line of the pitch.
I'll do it though.
And that skips into there.
Here's a 3-2 to Sabato. Swing and a miss.
That one is a strikeout.
Lacey, 8 strikeouts, and we are going to go to the pin.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this.
Because you what I'm going to say. Well, I mean, we had that discussion earlier. Like, I don't think necessarily Kansas City outplayed the Orioles in that series. I just think the Orioles wanted to lose more than the Royals did.
Joe Barlow gets the ball now.
That's a very non-intelligent take, but that's just what I think.
Not an easy guy to take deep.
I think I've asked you this question before, Brian. But if the Cardinals or if the Guardians win the World Series, who is the team that has who would be the team that has the new World Series drought? Besides a team that's never won it.
At the Belton Finals.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have
Eliminate the Orioles. Didn't eliminate it in. They did. They sure did. Unfortunately, they fell flat. But I can't sit there and say the Royals look better. I really can't. They're not going to beat the Yankees if they played like they did with the Royals or the Orioles. Good Lord. Pirates last World Series in '79.
Always a big key for him. So stepping in for Boston, Kevin Alcantara.
Ooh, that was nasty.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
I feel attacked. I feel very attacked, sir. That was such a low blow. Is he still in the Yankees? Yeah, he is.
2 outs.
I really do think the Royals could beat the Yankees. It's just... They just can't play like they did against Baltimore, though.
High in the air, out to right.
It's a nice 1-2-3 inning for Joe Barlow. Let's go to the 8th.
That is the 3rd out of the inning.
But yeah, what is it? It's Padres, Dodgers, Mets, Phillies, Royals, Yankees, Guardians, and
Austin Callahan.
who's the other team? Did they play in Baltimore or they played in Baltimore? Tigers, that's it. Tigers. Good Lord. I'm dumb.
That misses.
I'm dumb.
Castro, it is 14th
Let's get a lefty ready here. Let's get Justin Brule ready to go. He's been very solid for us. Yeah, Tigers. You're right. You're right. Let me move this up here. I'm not dropping frames, am I? Okay, good. I thought I was dropping frames. I think it'll be a great playoffs, man. I'm excited.
The 1-0.
Callahan hits that ball hard to left field, and that's going to be off the monster. Left fielder takes a weird feed off that, and Callahan will get into second with a leadoff double. Attaboy.
Trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
The Reds are hiring Terry Francona. What? Wait. I thought he retired.
Here's the center fielder, Yuri Ruiz. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 strike.
Sean, I know you're kidding, but I don't think you can cheat if you can't score.
Position, nobody out.
And the Astros just did not score.
It's up empty.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right there. Get a swing and miss, and get through this at bat.
The Trastros. Yeah, I'm so glad. They deserve all the failure that they've had in playoffs. I'm sorry. I know that makes me sound like a jerk. It really does, but I don't care.
And it's second. High fly ball right.
I think I'll be over the Astros thing next year, but I'm just saying.
Makes the catch for the out. And there's one down.
The batter. The football.
That'd be fine by me.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff.
That's huge,
hitter for
though.
Royals.
The Reds hiring Terry Francona. That's... Dude, that... Watch out for the Reds, man. Get those guys some solid pitchers and look out. Dude, what if Corbin Burns goes to the Reds? That could be a possibility, right?
Leads off second with
Head
one
cheaters
ball
or
in.
manager. The best thing I could say would be to... That ball hit hard.
That ball smashed on a line.
The best thing I could say is maybe look at their averages away from home and at home. That'd be a good start.
The batter. The first baseman. Luis.
And then you can't... If you're going to look at that, you got to look at their bullpen, which I believe has been the second best bullpen in the American League.
For 3.
Someone could fact check me on that. That'd be great. I think it was the second best.
That one not
I mean, you can't really
close.
cheat that.
1-1.
Attaboy. That's going to drop in. We're going to hold the runner at third.
That'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Rise gets his second hit.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Alan Dobbins. He delivered it a big way back in the 7th.
Yeah, I can't really talk about the Orioles being bad. The Cubs should have been in the playoffs if they didn't spend the first, month of the year trying to figure out who their closer was.
First pitch, not close.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2-0 to Dobbins. He's 2 for 3 today.
Spot right here, a couple runners on, 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's
Don't
gonna
swing
bring
at
in
that.
some runs.
Idiot. Yeah, yeah, Frog, if there's a way for you to go back and watch the Kansas City and Baltimore series, I don't think any team, either one of the teams played well. I really don't. The hitting was just not good.
2 on, 2 outs.
That ball hit hard. Right center field, going back at the wall. Double time for Dobbins. Second home run of the game. And he'll be the first player to reach 20 home runs on the team this year. Attaboy. That's a Kansas City slammer for the second time for AD. That's 5 RBIs on the game for Dobby. I don't know how that got out of here. I don't think that should have got out of here, to be honest with you.
He made him pay.
Now on the bump, Chris
That probably put the game away there.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact. So
Anthony Santander. So let me ask you something, Sean, since you know about Anthony Santander. I do not.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Vinny
Do you think Anthony Santander, let's just say he goes to any other team, right? Just any other team. Doesn't have to be the Cubs, but any other team. Do you think he can keep up his hitting? Like, that's a serious question. Do you think he can keep up his hitting? I didn't watch a single Santander at bat this year, so I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Boy, Vinny is in a slump, man. 1 for 11. I don't want to give him a day off, though. I want him to hit.
Already 3 runs across in the frame.
He's just in an absolute slump right now. There you go. That's going to be a little seeing eye single. We'll take it.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one.
Above average fielder, whether he can keep out up, I don't know. Do you think, let's just say the Cubs do sign him. Do you think he would be better as a DH or playing right field? In your opinion? I would ask Gabe, but he's not here.
Stepping in, Freddie Fermin. 1-0. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
And here's Freddie. He's also got a home run earlier. Made it 1-0 at that point for us. Because it looks like Wrigley's outfield isn't as spacious as Baltimore's. But I don't know. That's just kind of like the sight test. Good pitch. 1-2.
Action in the pen down there. Isaiah Campbell.
Red Sox warming up. Campbell.
Appears to be loosening up.
Here's the 1-2.
Here comes a pitch.
Green fouls it off.
Still a 1-2 count.
I mentioned earlier about how Freddie Fermin has just been an absolute monster this year for us. And, you know, he's 30. I said 31 earlier. He's 33 years old. Excuse me. He's 33 years old, and he's just having an incredible season. Now, he has been splitting time with MJ Melendez behind the plate, but because he's hitting so well, he's become the full-time catcher now. So, yes, it's only been 29 games. He just passed 110 at-bats. But this ain't bad. 13 homers, 40 ribbies, a 348 average. Look at his slugging. I mean, I guess you don't have to... I mean, I guess you can weigh in the fact that, you know, he hasn't played that many games. But, I mean, if he keeps this up, he could probably have 25, maybe 30 home runs by the end of the year. Maybe. That might be pushing it.
Good eye right there.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls.
You put him
off
at
so
first
many
base?
pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Ooh, that broke the bat.
Swing and he breaks
That's
his
going to be a
bat.
fair ball.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the biggest
All right, but Alan Dobbins
right here, a 3-run
hits
homer.
his second home run of the day.
This is now a 6-1 ball game.
6-1, Kansas City as we go
It's
bottom
on
8.
the show.
Been a great game for Dobbins, feeling good with a 6-1 lead. Buck still heading out. All right, Amish. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Have a good one.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Justin Brule.
Don't watch the last episode. It was a blowout.
Facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move.
We set a home run distance
With a lefty
record
at the plate.
in the franchise with Freddie Fermin.
Now it's the shortstop.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
It's impressive to me. You know, it's not impressive to everybody. But it's impressive to me. Okay.
The pitch.
Justin Brule on the mound. First pitch swinging by Romero, and he will fly out to Ruiz.
Ruiz makes the grab, one pitch and one out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Above average right fielder, above average first baseman. I just don't think that they'll put him at first base because Michael Busch kind of has that spot. All right, Rusty. I think Michael Busch has played okay defense at first base. I don't know if I can compare him to Santander because I just haven't seen Santander play. But the Cubs pretty much have their infield set. I don't think they're going to do anything with their infield. This trading Nico Horner talk is so stupid. And I wish they would stop talking about it.
Foul ball makes it 1-2.
It's so dumb. Not a boy. Cutter inside gets Dallas Hayward. 2 down here in the 8th.
So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Still be 600 hits behind Pete Rose. Oh. Ground ball, Bobby Witt. Nice play. And Justin Brule. Very quick inning. Crunch time here in Boston. Let's go to the 9th. Kansas City has a nice little comfy 6-1 lead.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th.
Red Sox bring in Isaiah Campbell. Looking pretty good. 2.10 ERA.
So up now for Kansas City, Drew Waters.
The right fielder, number 6, Drew Waters.
And a pitch.
And Drew Waters swings at the first pitch. Hits that ball hard and high to left left center field. That ball's gonna be off the wall, and Waters wants 3. Here's the throw, and it is offline. Drew Waters leading us off with a triple. Attaboy. That's where you run it out, man. Run it out. If you don't trade him, you won't trade him. And Cabral shoots at the right field. That's a fair ball. That will score Waters 7-1 as Cabral gets a double. Boy, this offense, man. This offense is so good. We're not the best offense, but boy, when we're clicking, we are clicking. And that ball's up the middle. Nice play by the second baseman, and he's going to get Callahan. That saves a run. Who's that at second again? I wish they wore the names on the back of their jerseys, but hey, they don't. Oh, that's Vaughn Grissom. That's a great play by Grissom. Here's Ruiz. He's 0 for 3.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through
Cobb
these
not beat.
spots.
I just put him in.
Takes his lead at third with 1 away.
Gambling's legal now. Just put him in. Ruiz, right center field, and that's going to drop in. And we're going to keep adding. 8-1.
Comes through with the RBI. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that.
Attaboy.
Certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind.
I don't know why we've been hitting so good the last couple episodes, but I'm not going to complain about it.
So the lineup flips over.
I will not complain about it.
Steps in for the Royals.
Next episode, I'm going to try to get us face a team that's actually competing. It's kind of been what the last few episodes are. Here's Bobby Witt. There goes Ruiz. And he's going to swipe second. 17th stolen base of the year for Ruiz.
Still only one out here in the inning.
Dangerous situation. We'll let Brohl pitch the 9th. He only pitched like 4 pitches. And Bobby swings and misses. A rare offer for Bobby Witt.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook.
So 2 down. Here's a rise.
Get the guy in the box on his
Doing a
heels,
rise things,
and
you
then
know.
force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And that's going to bounce off the foot of the pitcher, and that is going to save everything. All right.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left.
Well, we do get some more runs. Let's go to the 9th and close it out. 3-4-5 due up for Boston.
Royals 8 and the Red Sox 1.
God.
Back here at Fenway Park. So bottom of the 9th and stepping in for Boston. Ron Grissom.
Man, threw 6 pitches in the last inning.
Pitch. Here's the
And
snap.
Grissom is going to take the first pitch, and he's going to get a run back for Boston.
Home run number 15 on the year. It's 8-2.
That fastball was out of the zone, and he still.
How did you hit that out?
Those swings leave pitchers scratching their heads.
Okay. All right. 15th home run of the year for Vaughn Grissom.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle.
What's up, Ray?
Step in the box.
Orioles and Houston choked out.
Trigger.
Mets are moving. Yeah.
Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on
Who are you rooting for, Ray? By the way, congratulations on your trophy that you got. What was it? A coaching trophy? Is that right?
That's off the mark.
Oh, no.
Ball 1.
1-0.
I love that the Brewers choked it, man. Had this attitude all year. I mean, rightfully so. But at the same time, we're just like, yeah, we'll see how you do against, see how you do in the playoffs. And shocker, shocker, can't even make it.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Rooting for the Mets? Okay, I got you.
And a pitch.
Woo!
Swing and a miss.
Rafaela strikes out.
And that's the first out. Nice recovery.
Coach of the
after
year.
getting
That
a
is
ball.
incredible, dude.
Danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting.
That's seriously, I mean,
If you're gonna miss,
I'm not shocked, but that's just incredible, you know.
right there, he does a
Congratulations.
great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, they just opened up some baseball stuff down here. I haven't been able to go yet.
And a pitch. And that one fouled off.
I feel like the Phillies are going to steamroll the Mets. I kind of think so too. But hey, we've seen the Phillies in this position before.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
We got a battle of choke artists. Artists. Beautiful sinker. Kirk strikes out, looking 2 down.
Now only 1 out remaining.
You were shocked, didn't expect it. Oh, come on, Ray. Don't be so modest. I bet you were like, what? Me? I got, fuck yeah, I did. Oh, come on. No, I didn't. That's awesome, dude. I'm happy for you. You're out here getting actual rewards.
And it's off
Take your
to
time.
Green Monster. Now he'll turn for second. The relay. safe
Votto
at
will
second.
slide in. He was, boy, that's kind of risky. Going for a double there. But he got thrown out at second earlier in the game.
That would be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
So man aboard.
So here's
Next to
Azokar.
the Red Sox, Jose Azokar.
Went down looking on 3
He struck out twice and been hit by a
Let's see
pitch.
if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1.
I tell you what, when me and Vanessa were on our anniversary trip, okay, all right, Rusty, come on, dude, it's 8-2. Can you please just call this up? They had a baseball. I think I told this story already. They had like a baseball, like how fast can you throw kind of thing, and I did it. Vanessa didn't get video of it because we didn't think about it.
Kicks and fire.
But I went up there to try it, and then the guy says, "Hey, to let you know, just to give you a heads up, you can throw as hard as you want. That's fine. But just to let you know, our radar is off. Like it's." I said, "Well, what do you mean by off?" And he says, "Well, it's not exactly calibrated right. Someone forgot to calibrate it this morning, and it's not calibrated." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm just doing this for fun. You know, I don't expect to throw hard. Okay, I don't expect to throw hard. But I gotta say, okay, look, I'm 34. I'm in decent shape, but not like, oh my God, you're such a model. No, I'm not. I've got a dad bod. You know, it's. My point is, I'm not in top shape. But I gotta say, I think I did pretty well. I threw 77. And I'm like, that's not bad for someone like me.
1 strike away.
So I'm gonna hit him again.
And that's not twice he's been
But
hitting this one.
Anytime one of your hitters gets drilled,
I hate to burn a pitcher here with 2 outs, but you are really pooping the bed, my dude. But the thing is that as soon as I threw that,
Trying to give a little more time for that arm out in the bullpen to get warmed up.
you threw 98? No way. But then again, I'd believe you more than me. But no, like after I threw that, I was just like, well, which way is it calibrated? Did I throw 80 or did I throw more 70? You know, because he didn't say how much it was off by.
Alcantara stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Salmon started the All-Star break? Yeah. Yeah, Mark had that happen on his game, too. There's been a lot of people talking about that. Me? Dude, if I threw 98, my arm would be ripped.
At first, 2 out of the inning.
And I would be upset.
To right, and that should do it.
Attaboy.
And that'll do it.
We're going to get the win here.
Come in here and finish off a
If I threw 98 and I didn't get it on camera, I'm going to be upset.
Sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some.
All right, so we are going into the All-Star break with a 7-game winning streak. We'll take that.
Make it double digits. Make it 2 touchdowns. Make it
Asa Lacy will get his 9th win of the year. I'm going to try my best to get the next episode as a team that's competing. I think player of the game has got to be Alan Dobbins, as there was a nice play by Paredes, who actually got hurt on that play. Alan Dobbins hit 2 home runs in this game. There's the first one, I believe. And then we turned, I think we rolled into 3 double plays in this game. And then Dobbins, once again, later on in the game, hits another home run. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs on the night for Dobbins. He should be player of the game. So, yeah, there it is. 3 for 4, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Asa Lacy, 6 in the third, 6 hits, struck out 8, didn't walk in, and gave up 1 run. Freddie Fermin, 2 for 4 with a home run. And then Cabral with an RBI as well. Once again, just a good game, man. This team's clicking right now. This team is clicking. And that's all I got to say. Barlow went 2/3 of an inning, and then Brule probably stretched him out a little bit. 2 innings, 2 hits, gave up a run, but he did strike out 3. So, here's what it is. We got the win. That's what matters. We're going to keep up with Cleveland as we go into the All-Star break. I'm not going to show the All-Star break stuff because I just don't care about it. I'll put if we have any All-Star representatives, but I don't think we'll have any besides Brady Singer. So, nothing really going on there. Next episode will be the trade deadline, and a trade if we make any. I've been trying to look at some teams for some starting pitching, but I just haven't found any that matches yet. So there may be a trade, there may not be a trade. I mean, I know some people are excited for trades. So if you are, I'm going to give you a 50-50 shot on that one. But other than that, that's going to be it for the episode tonight. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for giving me part of your time. I hope you enjoyed the game. Talk some baseball. Didn't know we had a championship-winning coach in here, and Ray. Ray, congratulations again. Brian, I appreciate the raid earlier. Thank you so very much, sir. And yeah, that's about it. If you haven't already, you can like and subscribe here on YouTube, or you can follow on Twitch, or both if you're feeling excited. Yeah, excited. That's a good word. Yeah, that's a good word. For all Kansas City Royals franchise updates, you can follow me on Twitter and Discord, or just under the community tab here on YouTube. But everything will always come out first on Twitter. So, I'm done plugging. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys very, very much, as always. So, everyone have a good night. We'll see you in the next episode. And just like real life, let's go Kansas City. Have a good one, everyone.